That's one of the things I love about racing is that you never stop learning. I mean, the conditions are always different. The cars are all constantly being developed. You're constantly learning about what it needs. I mean, that challenge through the course of a weekend and through the course of a season and through the course of a career is what attracts me to motorsports, really, is that you're truly always challenged.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Ken Twait. I'm the owner of Showtime Motorsports and Franklin Road Apparel, and this is our race team. We run 2 TA2 cars and 2 Trans Am cars. You guys saw a TA2 car over there with Dylan, right? Well, here's the difference. This is pure badassery right here.
These cars are about like I remembered, freaking animals. There's nothing really around that has this power to weight ratio and the grip.
This is a series that I love, plain and simple, and when I get opportunities to be able to kind of leave my day job for a minute and go have some fun on the racetrack, I want to come Trans Am racing.
I knew of him. I've met him before, like in the winter circle last year, but never really had a conversation with him. And it just so happens he lives in Brentwood, the same town that I live in Tennessee.
I just was paying attention to what Ken was doing and what the Showtime Motorsports team was doing, and they were bringing super fast race cars to the racetrack. Paul Menard's a good friend of mine, and I called him up and talked to him about it.
He texted me and said, hey, you still got that TA car available? I want to run Watkins Glen. And I said, sure.
And then when I went to the shop and talked to Gary and the guys, it became pretty clear that it was a real first-class operation, and they're paying attention to the right things.
He is doing things in NASCAR that are thinking way outside the box that nobody ever thinks of in NASCAR. NASCAR right now needs to be thinking in that direction. Justin thinks outside the box on how to do it in real time in today's world and how to succeed.
It's all rooted fundamentally in a passion that I have for motorsports, and so I have to keep driving, and I think that Ken and I are very much alike in that respect. So when we met for lunch and just talked about our paths and the businesses that we're in, we just clicked right away, and it was just a friendship that got sparked right away.
You got me, Alvin? Yeah, I got you.
I was born into it. You know, my dad and uncles raced in the 80s and 90s, so before my time, and mom worked in racing, so just kind of born into it. It's in the blood, and if I could do it for a living and race every weekend, then I don't know what else would be better.
All right, relax, have some fun out there. You got this. You know what you need to do. Car will be good. You'll be good.
We've had a good weekend in TA2. We've had really good speed out of Cameron and really good progress out of Austin Green all weekend. And progress is good. You know, you're improving every session. He'd never been here before. He really doesn't have a lot of races in a TA2 car, so the improvement climb has been really steep for him, and he's done a great job.
Yeah, I'll run 3 laps. Try to run 3 laps and then come in, see what it's like.
I got the opportunity last year to run Road America, and took that and was really good, did decent. And then came back again this past Road America race, and then qualified second and did good. And then I guess that got Ken's attention and got the opportunity for this weekend here.
All right, clear all around, let's go.
You're not going to set the world on fire and go P1 in the first practice. So first practice was just kind of a learning gig.
It's almost like on the right, especially the last corner. Like right as I turn in, start to roll again, the back end just breaks free.
Is there any more? Like both? Left and right? Just like cutting the wheel, not really rotating?
I feel like I gotta live up to something, you know, I don't get a lot of opportunities, so when they do present themselves, I gotta make the most of them and be the best that I can be. So if I go out there and I think I didn't do a good enough job, then obviously it's my fault, you know, so I take it out on myself. But That's probably one of my biggest problems, is just taking it out of myself.
All right, Cameron, I know you know, just get to it, so get the gap and get to a lot of heat and that stuff, and let's see what we got. Copy that. Currently P4.
We started off the weekend, ending Nashville with power steering issues. It was kind of intermittent, weird issue at Nashville, and actually took a trip to the shop and go to visit the guys, and got to see for myself and feel for myself all the power steering. Everything in the system was basically gone bad at Nashville. So everything was new, a lot of new parts and pieces on the front end of the car, front of the engine. So we had a good feeling going into it.
I'm coming in, I got no power steering.
And then the first session back out, right at the end of the session there, we had power steering issues.
Is it moving? Like I can turn the wheel as quarter. It's moving? Okay. If I get that and then it locks up. Like it's locked up here and it's locked up there.
So yeah, when you get that little bit of relief, little sigh of relief in practice that you're quick and you don't have to necessarily work so hard or take such big risks to put the lap time down, it starts kind of changing your mindset and changing your focus for qualifying the race.
It feels alright. The brake pedal is pretty long already, and then it feels good corner in. Like it feels more positive on entry, but getting loose on exit right now. Just on throttle, trying to put power down, getting a little bit of loose.
I was on a good lap, and the checker already came out, so I was going to finish my lap. And we were always, all weekend, we were fighting loose end under braking. So coming in the last corner, somebody's pitting, so I got to run the top, get loose in, save it, and then get back on it. And I guess I just got in the marbles a little bit.
Yeah, sorry, just got loose in and try to drive through it.
Tank slapped the left rear and then came back around, but didn't hurt anything, thankfully.
What am I looking for in engine temp? What's too hot?
Too hot would be around 230, just sitting still.
In these competitive series, especially with cars that are this fast, preparation is key, and these races really are won and lost in the race shop and how the team prepares, how they develop these cars, how they bring them to the racetrack.
He's driven Trans Am cars before, but not one of ours, and our cars are pretty special, and they're really, really good, fast race cars.
So overall, car's pretty neutral in for you, except that slow speed stuff.
Yeah, it's 10-4. As I said, aero balance is good, brakes are really good. Forward drive is pretty good. I think wherever forward drive gets compromised, or just if I got too much wheel to the middle. Other than that, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we have third link adjustment. We can work on that stuff too. So, I mean, we have plenty of adjustment to fix whatever you got going. All right, you got a really good gap here. Just put one together, see what you got.
I mean, the last time we've been in this car was 4th of July. It is now the weekend after Labor Day, so we're practically middle of September. So it's been 2 months since we've driven this car on a track.
Well, I screwed up turn one, so this is a no good lap. It's a little slippery going into one. I almost stuffed it in one, and it was like, really? I wasn't even going that fast, it seemed like.
I had a lock up going into turn one, and gave a few people heart attacks, but I got it under control and got going again. But the car was really good.
You are P2 right now with a 148 flat. Justin has a 147.6 and P1.
I have not been on this track before in a TA1 car, and obviously never driven this car. But after I got my first couple of laps, I could sort of go right to giving feedback on the handling. And that's a really nice place to be in, because you're immediately working towards what you need to work towards to have a successful race.
You didn't feel it touch anywhere because my rub blocks are freaking clear.
I did not. Only through the S's on the out lap where the pressures were low, and then I never felt it again.
You've already gone over a second faster than we went last year, first session out.
On race tires from Road America. Good job. P2, Justin P1.
Nice, baby, nice.
Scared the brake guy a little bit.
Yeah.
He's going into one and one
Yeah,
I
I
think he was
know.
going to get stopped.
I know. I'm going, okay, no, let's not do this.
Yeah.
We got this. We got this.
It was nice to just get in the seat, roll out for first practice, and go just right to work.
I mean, it's amazing how much throttle you can use to the S's. I feel like
I think it's flat.
Yeah.
I think it's flat. I told him, I just said, this car's available and you can win the race in this car. And I wasn't kidding. And he got out, it's like, wow, man, you're right. Well, this place is wicked fast, and especially in a Trans Am car making 900 horsepower. And the S's here look really easy in a lower horsepower car where everything's flat out and you just kind of drive around. They're real corners in a Trans Am car because you're going, you know, at the end of the straight, we're doing 181 miles an hour.
We're in an era of motorsports that's moving towards hybridization, it's moving towards electric and, you know, sophistication around sim and all this kind of stuff. But this thing is just a raw race car. I mean, it's just got all the power you want, it's light, it's got all the aero you want, all the grip you want. You just have to respect it.
207 water. I'm tied off. Like I need more rebound in the front, keep me turning.
Given my past with the series and 2 championships, and you know, I want to keep the most wins in TA2 and keep that record going. So I think I put more pressure on myself than some of these guys, just because the expectations are so high.
Qualified 13th, so not bad for the stacked field that we have. But yeah, I just, you know, the race, racing in Trans Am is all about survival. You know, the long races, there's no saving tires like an oval. It's start to finish, you're going for it. And I knew if you just survive the first half and be there at the end when it counts, you'll get a good finish.
You know, you don't really know what's going on when you're in the car during qualifying. You're just trying to put your best, 2-3 laps in. And car felt really good. You know, I was able to pick up speed throughout the whole session, which is a good thing. To kind of settle down after you come in pit lane and the guys tell you where you're sitting. Yeah, to be that close to the front and hear, okay, we're P4, and then some other guys had some misfortune. That was a really good feeling, getting to sit there and kind of let a breath out and kind of relax a little bit.
So it is official, P4, and Austin got P13.
Austin, you got a copy? Yeah, I got you. Alright, like I say, just relax, just have fun out there, man. You got a good car, just believe in it, and just remember, run that engine fan right now until you come to green. Alright, Cameron, should be 1 pace lap, green first time at the line. Copy that. I appreciate all the hard work this weekend. Thank you for the opportunity. And just gotta get the nose clean and meet at the end. You ready? You ready? You ready? Green, 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 green.
Yeah, we were really exciting after good qualifying and some guys taking tires. So we started 3rd for the race, which was awesome. Gave us the inside for turn 1.
Yeah, I mean, I knew 13th wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. It's kind of in the middle of the hornet's nest. So the first couple laps, just get single file, keep the nose clean, let everybody go on and race and tear their stuff up.
Going to turn 1, actually lose a spot to 4th, and going up through the S's, the guys were all too wide ahead of us and got a good run, and was able to regain our spot back up to 3rd place.
+2, +2, +3.
For me as a team owner, in my mind, we'd already accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. We started 3rd on the grid, and 13th on the grid, or 12th, something like that, with Austin. And, that was a win-win for me. Whatever happens, happens after that. Yeah, podiums would be great out of Cameron, a win, a 2nd or a 3rd. That would be great. So now let's go see what happens. Let's go race this fast car and see what happens.
Full course yellow, Cameron. Full course yellow.
Austin, watch getting into 1 down here. There might be some debris. The car's gone now, but there's some debris down here still, I think. Race car's out.
So you got Village, Rafa behind you. Copy that. Yeah, I think we'll actually be really good if we get some longer green flag runs. Mosaic car doesn't look super hot just on the straight, so we just rolled a little more speed around the outside. Pace car off, coming to the green. Green flag, green flag.
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked. This was the best race car we've had all year, so the thing really just fired off really quick early in the race, which was different than what we've kind of had in the past. Really good to just feel that, you know, you're just rolling through the corner quicker than the guys in front, catching them a little bit here and there. Car's really good on the brakes, good out of the corner, so really I was trying to just find that opportunity, not be overly aggressive. You know, there could have been a couple times where I would have been definitely overly aggressive, but maybe have gotten something done. So I just didn't really think it was worth it. So we were kind of buying a little bit of time, just running with those guys, waiting for, you know, a caution or a good restart or a good opportunity to kind of show itself. And that's really what the plan was. You know, lap 8 started off just like all the others, actually got a really good run through turn 1, up the S's, was gaining on the guys in front again, just again showing our hand a little bit, seeing where we were faster than the other guys.
Good job, big lead on Rafa, plus 10.
And as soon as I went into the bus stop and the car landed right about the middle of the bus stop there, tried to turn back to the left, and I just had nothing happening.
Broke something, something's broken. Can't turn. Something's broke or down. Motor, engine, what is it? Are you okay? No contact, nothing? Nope, coming back to you. Okay, I gotcha. Leaders are gonna come through you here pretty quick. Yeah, I'm coming to the box.
So many thoughts are going through your head on what it could be, if it was, you know, a mistake I made, something on the track, but it was pretty clear, you know, after a couple seconds later trying to figure it out that something really wasn't right at all, and try to bring it back to the guys as quick as I could for them to take a look and see what was wrong. So we ended up breaking a left front lower control arm on the suspension. So we just had a suspension failure basically. We had a piece that maybe was worn out and just broke a weld and it gave up. This track is very high speed, very high load, and plus we're jumping the cars, you know, 4 tires in the air through the bus stop. So definitely a pretty abusive track on the cars, and especially the pace we were running this weekend.
You know, then all our attention focuses on Austin.
I think my power steering is gone. I've never had it happen before, so I don't really know what it feels like, but it just really feels like the power steering.
You know, he's a kind of a rookie driver. It's like, what do you want me to do? You want me to come in, see if we can fix it? And it's like, no. Let's not give up track position right now.
Can you keep racing? Let's go. Keep going if you can. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll just tough it out here, but it's like it's impossible to turn to the right and really stiff to turn to the left. Yeah, just be careful, you know. I mean, don't push the issue or anything. If you're around anybody, don't take a chance of knocking anybody out and knocking ourselves out. You know what I mean? Just be cautious, but do all you can do. Just keep me updated on like how much time we have remaining, because I can see the lap count in here.
You know, he did it, and pretty soon he's getting pretty fast in that thing. He said he had to change his driving style to suit the steering, and pretty soon, you know, he started catching guys that were in front of him and passing them, and that was like, wow, it was very, very impressive.
I got on the inside of him going into 1, and then we were 2 wide through the S's, which was very, very scary. But yeah, he lifted, he gave room, I lifted, and could have touched, could have wrecked, but you know, we both made it out. Yeah, I had some contact before the last caution. On top of the no power steering, the toe got knocked out. the wheel was 10 degrees, or at 10 o'clock. So I thought, you know, day was done.
Great job, great job. Bring her home, buddy. Nice job. Great job, Alton. Great job. 8th place. That's awesome with all the little issues we got going on there. Thanks for everything, man. You've done a hell of a job this weekend. I'm proud of you.
Well, how about that? Thank you, everybody, for the opportunity, all the hard work, Ken. Thank you. Damn it, I wish we would have not had those issues and then see where we would have finished. I think we would have finished really well. But thank you to everybody again. I really, really appreciate it.
I think we had two really, really good race cars there. Just, stupid little issues. Stupid little issues.
Good job, man. Good job. Way to hang in there. Shoot, his hair's not even wet. He should be rigging wet.
My arms are taking all the damage.
In practice, we ended up 4th fast, and so we were the 4th car going out, and David Pinteric was behind me. And, you know, I like to give a gap to the guy in front of me because that way I've got plenty of room to operate when we're qualifying. You're not running up on anybody. Well, Dave Pinteric went by me on the warm-up lap, and that's not illegal, but it kind of, you know, there's a little etiquette involved. I earned that spot, and for some reason he felt that he wanted that spot.
So take an easy one. You got 2 tenths to Boris. Dyson just ran a 44.9. So you got a second to Dyson, that's it. So just give yourself a gap here, clean those tires off, give me 2 more good ones. You got it in you.
So I gave myself some space there and went out and ran my first qualifying lap. And, you know, ran a pretty decent time. We were 4th at the time, about 3/10 off of Boris said. And then on my 4th lap, I caught him. And so that kind of drives home the point of why you don't do that, why you don't jump in front of the guy that was faster than you in practice. And, you know, it kind of ticked me off. And so, you know, I backed off, cooled the car off, and I had one more shot to get the 3/10 that I needed to get in front of Boris. And I think that motivation, that kind of ticked off motivation that Pinteric gave me what I needed to go out and grab those 3/10, and I did it.
Hey, baby, there we go. P3. Only 3/10 off Dyson there. All right, take it easy. Try to keep those tires clean, please.
Well, I saw the predictive, and it was like a 45.7 or something. It's like, let's get it right now. And then I come out onto the straight. I'm, ooh, this is a good one. I made it up right there.
Yeah, I was very confident going to qualifying because on old tires we had some, like our theoretical fastest lap and our rolling fastest on the data showed that the car had a ton of speed in it. Obviously dealt with some traffic and stuff in practice, which is fine. And I just had to put all the pieces together. I mean, you know, we talked a lot about it, and you know, the tires are good for about 2 laps. Really, there's one real money lap on these Pirellis to just get the most out of it. So at that point, it's just a matter of taking everything you've worked on for a couple of days and putting it all together for that 1 lap. We were able to do it.
P1 plus a second.
There's no bad days at the racetrack. I mean, no matter what the weather gods send your way. Got a lot of experience in the rain. I raced here in the rain in IMSA and a couple of things. And so obviously, you know, we had to kind of just throw away everything we've been working on all weekend and just put a rain setup on it. But, you know, what's nice about the rain is that a lot of it just comes down to just managing a good race in the driver's seat.
Ken, to me, up here on top, looking at the track, parts that look kind of tough are going to be the bus stop, getting into the carousel there, and then coming out of the booth the last 3 turns. The last 2 don't look too bad, but definitely coming up out of the booth, that left-hander looks pretty treacherous. You just definitely want to stay offline, way to the inside coming out of there.
So you can see the green, right? I don't have to call it just to confirm. Yep, we're going green this time.
All right, lights are off. Remember, no pass until that start-finish line. Get ready. Get ready. Green, 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 green. Clear.
I really like racing in the rain. It's an opportunity that I relish. It's an opportunity to, you know, like any other opportunity, just to find a way to win.
How's it feel?
Pretty good. Just you know, kind of trying to get out in front a little ways and then just kind of play with where the grip was, but everything's good.
Well, it's a whole different mindset when, you know, rain is basically a contaminant on the track, and you have a low grip situation with a car that makes 900 horsepower. So, you know, you got to change your whole mindset on, you know, how you're going to apply the power, how's the car going to react. Go find the lines that have the grip, which aren't the normal racing lines when it's dry. So it's that type of thing. You're constantly searching for grip and visibility.
I've seen race-winning efforts in the rain get derailed because of visibility problems, and people, sometimes teams have a tendency to not really focus on that, but these guys did. I mean, you really need to vacate a lot of the hot air from inside of the race car in these rain races just to keep it from fogging up on the inside. But when I first got here and they showed me the fans that they'd installed and the wipers and everything they had in case it rained,
You know, I had one of the XGT Porsches got by me. The Porsches with ABS and traction control and everything are really good in the rain. And he got by me at the start because I had to, you know, I had the spray thing going on. And I'm fine. I don't mind. I'm not racing him for position. He's in a different class. I don't care if he's ahead of me or not at that point. But we came out of the toe of the boot here at Watkins Glen and came into the right-hander.
What's up? Will we lose drive? Crashed into the Porsche. Something broke, can't keep going? Yeah, I got up in there and, you know, I couldn't stop. I was going straight and I got up inside of him. He didn't see me, turn right down into me and, you know, broke the front suspension.
So that ended our day for good.
Well, you're all right in there. Hopefully you're staying dry. Sorry about that, Ken.
But the good thing is that Justin, you know, flagged the flag, and he was actually in the best position because there was no spray to go through when you're in the lead, and he just put on a clinic, just drove fantastic.
Great job, Justin. Great job, bud. Thank you very much. Finally, been trying to do that for a couple of years.
Awesome job, buddy. Way to make it look easy. Thank you for being so good in the rain. I'm sure Gary is proud of you right now.
Honored to have you in that car. Great job, Justin. It's gotta be my 5th win here. My 5th win here. Thank you.
Yes!
woo! That's the drug. I mean, that's what we all shoot for, is to be on the top step of that podium. It was really cool. My daughters were here. They'd never seen me win a race before, so that was really nice to have the family here, wife and everything, and yeah, I mean, it's just all in all exactly the kind of weekend you want.
Girls, are you proud of your dad? You proud?
Yeah. Okay, good shot. Yeah.
I'm so happy for Gary and the guys. They, you know, again, I don't want to sound cliche, but they do work really hard. They dig every single day at the shop to prepare these cars. They look beautiful when they roll off the truck, and they're fast when they roll off the truck.
You're all the way from Brentwood, Tennessee to celebrate. Let's hear it. Tommy Tracy right in Justin's eyes.